Hi friends, and today we can discuss the account current from ICH Study Material Illustration 1. And already we discussed the illustration 1 in the previous class, but we discussed the interest table method. Today we can discuss the products method. So in the interest table method, we need to calculate interest for every transaction if interest tables are not provided. So if interest tables are already provided, just you can watch the table and according to that you can write it. So that if interest tables are not available, and we have seen that in the interest table method we have to calculate the number of times interest. So but whereas in the products method we need to calculate interest only once, straight away for the balance of products. So from the examination point of view also products method is very important. So and moreover very importantly I said that how you are going to put the heading, that is very important. The person who will prepare the account current, his name should be written at the end. Whose account current you are preparing, his name should be written in the beginning. And here we are preparing account current to Mr. Nath Brothers. Nothing but we are Nath Brothers and we are preparing the Sham account current. So the heading will be Sham in account current with Nath Brothers. So always while recording the transactions you should behave like a Nath Brothers and you are preparing a Sham account. So in that way you have to write all the transactions and into the Sham account. But very importantly, if you check it, date, particulars, due date, amount, number of days, all the columns are same except this product column. Earlier, and we wrote that here interest, directly interest amount, but here we are going to write the product. So except all the five columns just like a copy paste to the earlier sum. But instead of calculating interest for every transaction, I want to multiply amount into number of days. The resulting amount is like a product. So at the end directly we can calculate the interest for the balance of product. Only once you need to calculate, either by interest table method or interest products method. By both the ways the interest amount should be same. Okay. Let us see how to record all the transactions in the Sham account by the Nath Brothers right now. Look at that 2015 September 16th goods sold to Sham. Entry Sham account data to sales 2015 September 16th Sham account data to sales. In the Sham account you can write to sales 200 rupees amount 200 rupees. Separate due date is given October 1st. From October 1st to February 1st you need to calculate the number of days till the date of settlement. In October 30 days, November, December, January, February 1. Totally 123 days. 200 into 123. Then the resulting amount it would be product 24,600. In the similar way you have to calculate every transaction. Okay. Look at the next transaction. What is the next transaction? October 1st. Cash received from Sham. Entry cash account data to Sham in the Sham by cash 2015 October 1st. By cash received from Sham, cash account data to Sham in the Sham by cash 90 amount. Same date October 1st. No separate due date is given. Transaction date itself will be a due date. Same because the same due date number of days it will be 123 again. So therefore let us see the product. 90 into 123 11,070 product. 11,070. Go to the next transaction. October 21st goods purchased from Sham. Purchase account data to Sham in the Sham by purchases. October 21st. By purchases. 500. Due date is separate due date given December 1st. Obviously December 1st in the sense in December still 30 days are there. January 31, February 1. Total number of days 62. 500 into 62. Resulting amount 31,000 product. And go to the next transaction. November 1st paid to Sham 330. Sham account data to cash. Shyam account debtor to cash. In the Shyam to cash, amount 330. If separate due date is not given, I said that transaction date itself is the due date. November 1st in the sense is still in November 29, December 31, January 31, February 1. Total number of days 92. 330 into 92, 30,360. 30,360. Next again December 1st, again paid to Shyam account return to cash. December 1st. Shyam account return to cash. Again 330. Separate due date not given, you can take the December 1st itself is the due date. Look at that, still December 30 days. January 31, February 1. Total 62 days. 330 into 62 days, 20,460. 20,460. Next, December 5th, goods purchased from Shyam, purchased to Shyam in the Shyam by purchases. This is December 5th. By purchases. By purchases 500. 500. Separate due date is given for this January 1st. Look at that, how many days are there? January still 30 days and February 1 31 days. Look at 500 into 31 and it would be 15,500. 15,500. Look at the next transaction, December 10th, again purchases from Shyam, purchase account returned to Shyam account in the Shyam by purchases, December 10th. By purchases 200 and you are given a separate due date for that also, January 1st. Again number of days it will be same. Therefore product 200 into 31, 6,200 is a product. 6,200 is a product. 2016 January 1st paid to Shyam. Shyam account returned to cash. 2016 January 1st. Shyam account returned to cash. In the Shyam to cash. In the Shyam account, right there, to cash, 600 rupees, 600. No separate due date is given, therefore January 1st itself you have to take as a due date. In January 30 days are there, February 1 31 days. Look at 600 into 31 and the product 18,600. 18,600 is the product. And go to the last one, January 9, goods sold to Shyam. Shyam account returned to sales. January 9th, 2 sales. 2 sales. Shyam account returned to sales, 2 sales. 20 rupees. February 1st. February 1st to February 1st, number of days 0. And if you multiply product also 0. Okay, that's all. No more items to write here after completion. This is the way simply to calculate. First write the simple entry into the personal account. Calculate from the due date to the settlement date. Take the number of days. Multiply the amount with the amount and the number of days and just get the product. After completion of this, just you have to go for the balance of products. Balance of product, it looks debit side is more. Let us go to the total debit side, 24,600 plus 30,360 plus 20,460 plus 18,600. Therefore it looks 94,020. 94,020. Write both the sides. And let us find the balance of products on February 1st. Balance of products out of 94,020 you can minus all the 4, minus 11,070, minus 31,000, minus 15,100, minus 6,200. So resulting amount 30,250 product. This is the balance of product. Obviously the balance of opposite to the balance of product, you have to write interest. Say example balance of product that side, and you have to write interest, calculate on that balance of interest formula. Here is balance of product by 365 into rate by 100. Interest formula balance of product by 365 into rate by 100. So that interest where you have to write opposite side to the balance of products, in the amount column you have to write balance of product that side, interest should be this side. Balance of product this side, interest should be that side. Why? Balance of whenever you are writing balance of products that side, products is more this side. If you debit products is more, balance will come that side. Debit products more means he is a debtor. You have to collect the interest from him, and thereby it is shown to interest. Okay, so that balance of products that side, interest you have to write this side. You can write that on February 1st. To interest, simply entry Sham account it up to interest 30,250 by 365 into rate by 100. The rate given here is 6%, 6 by 100. Check it how much, 30,250 by 365 into 6%. So 4.97 interest, right in the amount column 4.97. Then just you can balance the amount column at the end. Let us see the 200 plus 330 plus 330 plus 600 plus 20 plus 4.97. Therefore 1484.97. Write both sides. 1484.97. Write the same. 1494.87. Just go for balance. Carry down and brought down. By balance, carry down and brought down. Out of 149487, you can minus all the 4 items. Minus 90, minus 500, minus 500, minus 200. The resulting amount 194.97. 194.97. Simply that is the balance carried on as well as balance brought down. February 1st carried on, February 2nd brought down. Write in the amount column 194.97. Almost all the sums you need to work out. Mostly products method is very important from the examination point of view rather than interest tables method. So almost all the sums we need to handle by this particular method only. Okay, so we can discuss in the next class second problem from the account current. Okay.